The Golden State Warriors beat the Boston Celtics 123-107 on Saturday night in a rematch of last season's NBA Finals. And with the win, the Warriors proved that when they are clicking, they are still the team to beat in the NBA. It was a statement made by the Warriors as they were going up against a Celtics team that has the best record in the NBA and was dominating their opponents of late. The Warriors have heard it all in the early going of the season. Klay Thompson is done. Jordan Poole is a one-year wonder. The young guys aren't developing as we expected. The rotation just isn't good. But when it matters the most, the Warriors show up in a big way and shut up the critics. That's what champions do. How's it going, everyone? Luca Rosano here, back with another video. In this one, we're going to be talking about the Golden State Warriors' recent statement win against the Boston Celtics. Hit that like button, hit that sub button for more NBA content. We're so close to 28K, so if you can help me out, Dubs Nation, that would be greatly appreciated. And let me know if you want to see more Warriors content in the comment section down below. The Golden State Warriors had a 500 record through the first 6 weeks of the season, and some were calling it a championship hangover. And on Saturday, they were scheduled to run into the 21-5 Boston Celtics that were leading the league in wins, offensive efficiency, and net rating. Now, if the Celtics were to win this game, we'd be hearing the Warriors are done. This is the Celtics time. And we probably would be hearing that until the next matchup between these two teams. But instead, the Warriors showed exactly why their early season concerns don't mean much at all, as they cruised to a dominant win in which they never trailed after the 6-minute mark of the first quarter. Every Boston run was responded to and met by the Warriors, and despite their flaws, the Warriors have only lost 2 home games so far this season. They are easily the best home team in all of the NBA. Now, Klay Thompson was the player of this game. He looked like the old Klay Thompson in this one. He was electric from the jump. Left for dead at times this season by both the fans and media, Thompson finished with 34 points on an impressive 14-for-26 shooting, including 4-for-11 from the three-point line. His fellow Splash brother Stephen Curry was steadily breathtaking as well. He finished this game with 32 points on 21 shots and was a game best plus 20 in his minutes. The Splash brothers were the best duo on this night, outplaying the duo of Jaylen Brown and Jayson Tatum. But for as exciting as Curry and Thompson's offense was in this game, Golden State's defense was the story of this game. The Warriors entered Saturday allowing 112.7 points per 100 possessions. Good for a bottom 10 league ranking, and a far cry from the 106.6 they gave up last season. With their best perimeter defender, Andrew Wiggins, missing the game due to an abductor injury, Kerr chose to start Poole in his spot. That left either Thompson or Curry to cover one member of Boston's dynamic duo of Jaylen Brown and Jayson Tatum. Now, Kerr, he went with Thompson, whose defensive capabilities have diminished from his previous All-NBA standard. He began the game guarding Tatum, and we already know the type of season Tatum had going into this one. He's been playing like an MVP. But Thompson set the tone from the early get-go. He pinned Tatum's very first shot attempt against the glass, preventing what would have been an easy layup. And Thompson said he hasn't had that type of block in at least 4 years, so it felt, and I quote, amazing. And he's going to rewatch the film of that play. Thompson guarded Tatum and Brown at various times throughout the game, while Draymond Green and emerging second-year forward Jonathan Kuminga, one of the Warriors' brightest spots of late, shared the responsibility. The result, a 6-for-21 shooting night for Tatum, including 2-for-9 from beyond the three-point line. The Warriors' energy and effort was there that really shook Jayson Tatum in this game. And let's go back to Kuminga for a second here. After dropping out of the rotation early in the season, Kuminga is developing into one of the Warriors' most consistent defenders, which has earned the trust of the coaching staff. This is huge, so expect to see more of Jonathan Kuminga in a big role. Now, the Celtics entered Saturday's game with an offensive rating of 119.9. The best in NBA history, while boasting league best marks in three-pointers per game at 16.6 and three-point accuracy at 40%. The Warriors held them to 107 points and 12 for 40 shooting, 30% shooting from deep. Obviously, teams miss shots and have off nights, but Kerr thought Golden State's defensive tenacity caused problems for the Celtics, and I believe this. This is what Curry had to say after the big win on Saturday night against the Celtics, and I quote, "These games matter in the sense of preparing yourself mentally for what playoff basketball is like and figuring out how to build as much of a presence in those type of games as possible," close quote. Now, everybody's going to be expecting the Warriors to carry this momentum and string together some wins and start going on a little bit of a run here. Now, the Warriors, who have had some struggles on the road, will be playing their next 6 games on the road, highlighted by matchups against Giannis Antetokounmpo's Bucks and the red-hot Brooklyn Nets, led by a familiar face in Kevin Durant. Golden State won't actually play another home game until Christmas Day against the Memphis Grizzlies. The thing about the Warriors is, even if they go winless on the road, Saturday's win over the league's best team shows that they have what it takes to win big games, and they could simply just be waiting to show their best selves when it matters the most in the postseason. And that's why it isn't good to overreact to bad stretches of the regular season sometimes, especially when that team is Golden State. This is a team that has shown time and time again that they play their best when the stakes are at its highest. And until they are knocked off their championship throne, the Warriors are still the team to go through in the NBA. So I will continue to give the Warriors the benefit of the doubt, even if they go through a rough patch, even if they lose their next couple of games. This Warriors team proved with that win on Saturday that they are still the team to beat. And when that team clicks, they are tough to stop. I know it's one game, but those games are important to tell me if a team has it in them, and clearly this Warriors team has it in them. I mean, this is a Warriors team that has had so much success over the last couple of seasons, and they truly show their best hand when the competition is at its highest. So this was a huge win for the Warriors. This was a feel-good win for them. They were listening to the chatter. They were hearing about how people were already anointing the Boston Celtics as the team that's going to win this championship and how no other team comes close to them. Well, what did the Warriors do? They showed on its home floor, hey, we're still the champs. You got to get through us first before you anoint yourself as any sort of unbeatable, unstoppable force. So that's exactly what the Warriors did. Let me know what your reaction was to this Warriors win. How do you think the Warriors are going to fare now after this win? And do you agree with me? Are the Warriors still the team to beat in the NBA? I think they proved that on Saturday night. That is it for me, everyone. As always, thank you so much for watching. Hit a like on the video. It does help it a ton. Please subscribe to the channel if you are new. This is Luke Rosano signing off, and I'll catch you all again in the next video.